If you would like to request a video, send an email to questions@newstitchaday.com. This episode of New Stitch a Day is brought to you by Webs, America's yarn store. Find your favorite yarns and save up to 25% off your purchase every day. No code needed. Visit Webs at www.yarn.com. How to knit the Russian bind-off. For this stitch, you will need a pair of knitting needles and a ball of yarn. Special thanks to our sponsor Lion Brand for providing today's yarn. Today we are using their extra soft wool blend from the Martha Stewart's Crafts line in the color Winter Sky. Step 1. We're going to knit the first stitch on our row as normal. Step 2. We're going to place that stitch back onto our main needle. Step 3. We're going to insert our working needle into the stitch that we just placed back on the main needle purlwise. Step 4. We're going to take our working needle and insert it into the next stitch on the row knitwise. Step 5. We're going to wrap the working yarn around our working needle and pull the yarn through both stitches. Step 6. Remove both stitches from the main needle. Alright, so we're going to repeat steps 2 through 6 until the last stitch on the row. So let's do that again. I'm going to place that stitch on the needle, insert purlwise, and then insert knitwise. Knit and pull through both, and then remove it from the stitch. Okay, so continue that until the end of the row. Now as you get a little bit better at this, you don't actually even have to remove your working needle. You can just place it on the needle, main needle, and pull it through like that. Just make sure that you're straightening out these stitches as you go along. Now this technique is basically a different way of doing a traditional knit bind off. So it's going to have a very similar look. At the end you just don't have to pass any stitches over while you're doing the bind off, because you're doing the passover at the same time that you're knitting the stitch. And we're using a contrasting color yarn here just so you can see what the bind off is actually doing. Okay, when you reach the last stitch on the row, you're going to work it just like you did all of the other stitches. Straighten it out, then you can break your yarn and pull it through the stitch and then weave in your ends. And that's how you do the Russian bind off. Want more New Stitch a Day? Check out our website at newstitchaday.com. New Stitch a Day is a Craftery Media production. This video is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution No Derivatives 3.0 unported license, which means use it on your website, put it in your patterns, but please don't change anything.